Oh, there she is. There she is. Why did she make that look hot?
The truth, we take it higher. Watch the fence, we tear them apart. You step out of line, we hit you hard. I think they run the show. Put your power where they shouldn't go. We come out, what that you say. Respect the law, or did you obey? We write what we think, we speak the truth. Chase it down, we bring the proof. React, draw, no filter here. Beer and whiskey, we shift the gears. Chase the beer, chase the flame. We react, we bring the name. Cops don't run, they break the line. We're the tone of crime. Shots fired, drink it down. We bring justice to your town. Beer, whiskey, no disguise. We react, we bring the name. Cops don't run.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Assholes React. How's it going, Beers?
Oh, going great. How about yourself?
Man, it's been a hell of a week, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, end to end with
Holy
Marine Corps
shit.
birthday. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. The Korean Eaters got another birthday.
Beginning of the holiday season. It's the best one of the bunch.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we did have Trump in the election.
Oh yes.
We had Delphi hearing. The jury's still out, which is surprising to me because I honestly thought if it's going to be a quick guilty verdict, they'd come back quick. So there may be hope in that trial. For those that are watching that trial, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in that trial.
Oh yeah. It looks like there's a lot of malfeasance going on in the background to me personally.
Well, there has been. Yeah, remember those lawyers have taken that stuff to the appellate court, and because the judge tried to kick the defense team out, and the appellate court said, "No, you can't do that."
Oh,
And
geez,
then
yeah.
here we are. T-Rex, it's not Wednesday. It's Sunday. So, yes, of course, we have to acknowledge it is the Marine's birthday.
Oh yes.
The shit can of terror, the Korean Eater, the Devil Dogs.
Yep.
Devil Dogs. Do you know where
Toof
Devil Dogs
London.
comes from?
It comes from the Battle of Belleau Wood, where if you look up Fat Electrician, he does a great little story on it. But it's basically the Marines came in along with the Army and the French. They pushed the Germans back, and when the French wanted to fall back to a better fortified location, the Marines go, "Hell with that! We just got here."
You know, some of the best nicknames you'll ever hear are ones that people don't give themselves.
Oh yeah, I don't think
Probably
there's
why
one that the
you and
Marine
I
Corps
are
has
called
given itself.
asshole. It's probably why you and I are called asshole everywhere we go.
Well, pretty
That's
much.
the reason we are Assholes React. I'm Whiskey. As you know, my co-host is Beers. Just two blue-collar assholes with plenty of opinions with occasionally an intelligent thought. It's rare, but it happens. Once in a while, we're even funny. Just don't ask anybody. We'll know because they'll tell you we're not that funny.
Yeah, true.
On our channel, we watched a lot of Cope and Sneed and a lot of idiots who are dumb enough to film themselves for yours and ours entertainment.
Yeah.
I suggest you drink whiskey. He suggests you drink beers. We know whiskey comes from more intelligent people. It's okay. Just a warning, we are Gen X. We don't give a shit about your feelings. Don't take us seriously. Laugh, watch, tell your friends about the show. And please, for the love of God, give us a like. Just hit that like button. It's okay. If you hit that like button, you know, it won't hurt you. And it helps us a great deal. You see, we have Iris, Texas in chat. Do you know who that girl is?
I've had some dealings.
Well, You know, I think that's the only county in Texas that didn't go red.
Oh, figures.
Yeah, yeah, kind of figures. So, in light of the Marine birthday, I hear you got some stuff in store for us.
Oh, I pulled up a couple of memes, but first of all, I have a picture that my buddy set up on his back patio, celebrating the
There we go.
249th anniversary of the Marine Corps birthday.
Got the K bar kicking.
Oh yeah, the
Very
whiskey
nice.
and the cigar, of course, always have to have that. And then the more we have the more up to date theme.
I actually saw a mechanic on, I think it was either Facebook Reels or TikTok, that was using a crayon to make bolts not squeak.
Oh,
And I went to the comments and I was like, someone's got to say it. Someone's got to say it. And the very first comment was, you know, this motherfucker's a Marine because he's using a crayon to fix a squeak in a bolt. What else
okay.
you got for us?
Okay, then we got something that adds a little bit of Trump to it.
Well, you know,
Mm.
fair.
Okay, and the rest of these are pretty Marine centric, but I think you guys will get the gist. Anyone? You can't eat cake and try to fight everybody. Marines, tradition is tradition. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
very true. Very
Yep.
true. Nothing will make an enemy run faster than a Marine unit inbound.
Yep.
That's just a happy Memorial Day sad. Marine Corps birthday. Chunk and knife everybody. Oh,
And we got most interesting man in the world. Found out he wasn't the most interesting man in the world.
oh, if you've ever drank with a Marine, you know. Oh, those are nights you don't
Yeah.
remember. You're probably glad you don't.
And best for last. Army, what's today? Navy. It's November. Oh fuck. Air Force. Shit, that's today. Coast Guard. What's wrong, guys? Marine Corps. Hey guys.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, jeez.
You got anything else for us?
That's all for the memes for now.
So, what is today? Today is also Sunset Sunday.
Yes.
The people everyone loves to hate and laugh at. The people who spend more time breaking their own car windows, getting yanked out of cars. The people who spend more time in jail, not admitting who they are. Oh, you just you gotta love this stuff.
Oh yeah. You
Like,
gotta. They're
let's
made
see
for
here.
entertainment.
Oh, they absolutely are. Let's see here, and the good old Subset license plate. I always love these. Like, literally put this in the back of your car and think you're not gonna get pulled over.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
how stupid do you have to be? It always amazes me. I got a few more of them in here.
The only time I know you can get away with something similar is if you don't have a CDL and you're driving a big rig for personal use.
Oh, this isn't for commercial purposes. That's always the argument. This isn't for commercial purposes. Never wins.
Yeah. No.
Plus, you know, they always construe it's my right to travel. Well, yeah, you can cross state lines. You can leave your house, go wherever you want. But if you're gonna drive there, you gotta have a goddamn driver's license. It's not that
Yeah.
hard. Not that hard.
Yeah. If you want to
So
do
lined up
that, get a
tonight.
horse.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've got a story about a horse and some beer that didn't go so well for me. We'll save that for another time.
Okay.
So tonight we got lined up. We got some sausage getting pulled over.
Yep.
We got some sausage in court. And one of the
Yep.
break stream videos we have, were they a Marine or were they not a Marine?
That's a good
This
one.
is gonna this is gonna require a little interaction with chat because I've got a bunch of famous people. Some were Marines, some weren't. We're gonna see who can figure out who was a Marine and who wasn't. So let's kick
This
off that
should be
first video.
interesting.
Oh, trust me. There's a few of them that I think will stump you. There's a few. I was actually surprised when I did the research to figure out who was and who wasn't. Which ones the lore behind it said they were, but they actually weren't.
Oh yeah, true. There's one, and
Yeah.
there's a
And-
thing in the military that it's that you hear enough, you just kind of believe it's true, and you just kind of run with it without ever
Oh, yeah.
seeing the documentation.
In fact, I've even got one that I'm pretty much guarantee everybody's going to say, nope, they were never a Marine or in the military. That will surprise you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's kick off this first video. Oh, ready for this? Let's go.
Cops already hands on.
Relax. Stop. Stop. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back right now. Get down. Get down on the ground.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Missouri for a traffic stop where a
The
sovereign
show me
citizen
state.
father feels the full force of not one but two tasers when he resists arrest in front of his kids, and then the mother fights with the police and uses them as a shield to prevent hers. And then, to top it all, plays dead to freak them out even more following a traffic stop for driving on fake plates. Yep, it's going to be one of those kind of videos, guys. Let's get into it.
187 to Central. 187. We're going to be going out with a black Audi Q7, 47 West at Clarksfield. If you have another unit respond, there's no license plate.
You know, no license plate. You're getting pulled over. Like, how stupid do you have to be?
Yeah, I mean, they're government roads. You got to follow the government rules. I mean, we can get in a whole discussion about how roads came about and how the government took over and some crony stuff there, but we won't get into that today.
Yeah, let's not do that.
And 90, be advised, there's at least 2 occupants. Get the driver out. Hey, driver, step on out for me. Step on out for me, okay? All right, man, come on back. Just relax. Relax. No, stop. Stop. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back right now. Put your hands behind your back. You're not doing hands.
Okay, already, everybody.
Yeah.
You can beat the charge. You can't beat the ride. Just go with it.
Well, popping out of the car as soon as they pull you over,
Yeah.
bad idea. Just bad idea. You want to see a cop go 0 to 100? Jump out of the car.
Yeah. You want to see the muzzle end of a weapon? Yeah, jump out of the car.
I'm always hoping to see the taser.
Oh, there's always a good tasering.
We should do an all taser episode.
Well, this one's he gets tasered twice in this one, so we'll see.
Really?
That's what the title says.
Ride the lightning, bitch.
That's it. That's it. Taser. Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground right now. Get down. Get down on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. On your stomach.
You're doing this in
Stop. Stay in the car.
You're doing this in front of our kids, says the crazy screaming
Vandalion.
banshee
Always
hanging out
good
of her.
content.
Oh yeah. I actually think I think they deployed 3 taser shots on that one. I think that second officer fired a second time. Because each taser, from my knowledge, has 2 sets of probes.
Well, the 2 probes fire at once, and then you have a dry stun.
Yeah, no, I mean there's a positive, negative hit, and you have another positive and negative for a second pull. That might just be a certain model. I could be wrong there. But yeah, and if you're a passenger, just shut the fuck up.
Car and the father on the floor full of taser wire playing the victim following a poor attempt to resist arrest.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
your
stomach now. Get on your stomach. You're gonna get it again. Get on your stomach. You're gonna get it again. On your stomach. I got it.
I'm trying, sweetheart. I am trying to find Robert
look at that hair.
Taylor's number.
Get back in the car right now. You're gonna be placed under arrest. Now, uncuff your or release your hands.
You did not read me my rights. You did not go over anything. You did you asserting yourself and you violated my rights. All of them.
Very well.
All of them. Read the paperwork you're standing on.
Okay, first of all, watch your mouth. You've got impressionable kids in the car who listen and learn every word you say, so do better. Secondly, I could think of no better place for your right to travel paperwork to be than under the shoe of a cop. And finally, of course, he doesn't understand his Miranda rights.
Right now.
Ma'am, get back in the car right now. Have a seat. Have a seat in your car. I'm going to place you under arrest. Have a seat in your car.
I am in my
Sit
car.
back in the car. Sit back in the car, ma'am.
He wouldn't be telling you to sit in the car if you were sitting in the car.
Ma'am, have a seat in your car. Ma'am, have a seat in your vehicle. Right here. Right over here. Sit in the right here in the passenger seat. Or I'm going to place you under arrest. This is the last time I'm telling you. This is the last time. Stay right here. If you move from here again, you're going to be stopped. You're going to be placed under arrest. Do you understand? Yes or no? Do you understand? If you move from this seat, you're going to go to.
I do not stand under you.
Yeah, tell that to your other half who is quite literally standing under police authority on the other side of the car right now with the help of Mr. Sparky, two Mr. Sparkies. Also, remember that he gave her a warning to stay where she is or she'll be going to jail as well.
Sir, you need to read all that paperwork right there. No, stand the fuck you need to read that. Up.
And how disheartening is it to hear the
Yeah.
poor brainwashed kid shout, "This is illegal" from the back of the seat?
All right.
You are ignoring.
On
or
the side of the
violating my
road
rights.
isn't the place to
All of
argue
them.
this.
I'm going to make this right in front of the camera, right here.
Well, the
These
camera's right
officers
here.
are violating my rights. They have tased me. On top of that, they've done it in front of my family. They are now searching me. I gave them all my
Stop.
information when they tried to
Stop,
take me out of the
man.
vehicle.
Just
You ripped the taser shit up.
Well, dude, calm down.
Seriously,
Stop, dude.
I think you should. He would have
Stop.
paid.
Resisting.
I got out of the car and
Stop.
tried to hand him paperwork.
Yeah, you don't get to
and
do
he
that.
grabbed my arm.
You don't get to do that.
Why don't I get to do that? That's my free right.
Give me
I
a
was
set of
trying
cuffs.
to identify
What?
myself.
Give me a set of cuffs.
Now you violated my right.
Give me a set of cuffs.
Just
going through.
Yeah, you're in no position to lecture anyone on how to behave in front of children when, one, you and your brain-dead husband have already traumatized them with your screaming and swearing and his poor attempt to resist arrest, and two, what you
Yeah.
do next, which, in my opinion, is one of the lowest things a parent can do to prevent arrest.
Come on.
I'm on no. I am on the phone
Come on.
with you.
You're under arrest as well. We're sick of you. Come on.
Yeah, kneel on my chest. That's right.
I told you to stay in the seat. Yo.
No, I am with my kids.
He's bounced back and forth on that car like 4 times.
Stop. We're done. Get out of the car.
No, I am with my kids.
Car. Get out of the car.
You know what you've done. You fucked everybody's job here.
I told you to stay in the seat. You did not. Get out of the car. I don't
No,
care if you're
sir.
recording. Get out.
My kids
Get
are
out.
right here. No, my kids are right here.
187. Could you have another unit respond? couple units.
Please
Come on.
don't. No.
Get out, ma'am. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
No.
Get out of the car. Stop, ma'am. Stop.
You are hurting my child.
Get out of the car.
You are hurting my child. Get your hands off of me.
Come on. Get out. Get out.
You
Told you
are
to
hurting
stay
my
in your
children.
seat. And all you do.
Get out, Brad. I don't want to hurt you, okay?
Okay.
This is.
You have your
This is foolish. Put your hands behind your back.
They just ripped her
And if
out.
you thought jumping into the
Oh,
back
yeah.
seat to
Well,
use
she
her
was
kids as a
arguing.
What? Oh, geez. I've done some handcuff training, and being yanked, she was handcuffed by her left hand, and
Was your
he was
handcuff
holding the
training
other
done in
handcuff.
California?
No, no,
I'm just asking for a friend. I heard rumors.
no.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
yeah. I mean,
I heard rumors that that handcuff training may or may not include just saying.
no handcuffs there yet.
Oh, you know what, Max? You know what? How about you come up here next week? I would absolutely love to have you on the show.
Oh, yes. Yes, Max, we'd love to have you on. We'd have to come up something pretty specific for Max.
Look at that. JNN News Network has hit the chat. They sent their thugs over trying to get a contract out of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I took a hell of a beating. That JNN News Network. Ooh, brutal. They control the Broken Baker,
Oh, yeah?
Oh, she owns that.
Oh, okay. That's how that one works, huh? Okay.
Oh, yeah. She yells his name and he just bends over. Right.
wasn't bad enough. She traumatizes them all over again by pretending to be unconscious.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, the play
Put your
dead
hands
maneuver.
behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Holy crap. This is. Yes. Call your grandma, sweetie.
That ought to be a crime right there, scaring those kids.
Yeah.
8-7.
Anybody's a victim here, it's the kids.
Come on.
I don't
Come on,
want to see
wake
Not
up.
that,
this.
Jamie. We appreciate
Wake up. Wake up.
She'll wake up if you hit the like button.
0 out of 10 for your acting skills and -10 for doing this in front of your child. You're not going to be, but you should be ashamed of yourself.
27, we'll get medics around. State's unavailable. We're seeing if Moscow can come up.
That's clear. Could you have medics expedite for taser? So why did you stay in your seat?
You can't tell me he didn't enjoy deploying that taser.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you go through that training, you want to use your toys. I mean,
Oh, God. I have an X-22, and I can't carry it. I'm licensed to carry it, but I can't carry it because I would use it.
Yeah.
like in my state, those are actually illegal to carry along with PR-24s, side handle batons, flat jack.
I was at Walmart today, and we all know how much Walmart can be a nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
We're at the end of an aisle trying to get into traffic, and the main aisle that crosses. And we're
Yeah.
waiting for a gap, and this guy just pushes his way past us. I was like, excuse you. He looks at me and goes, well, it's like, you see we're trying to get out. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice. Like, literally rubbed his cart against me trying to get out. I'm like, yeah, you did. Oh, the old lady don't like it when I do that shit. She's like, why do you have to say something? Because if I don't, who will?
Yeah. Society's a little too polite for the most part nowadays against little things like that.
Well, I mean, being two Gen Xers, we know. Back in the day, you run your mouth, you got smacked.
Mhm.
Nowadays, they just run their mouth, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what are you going to do? I'm going to clap you upside the cheek with something like you.
Oh, geez.
All right.
Who are you trying to call, darling? She can't. So, you need to know how to get in or find the right number?
I don't know my grandma's number. I know where she lives. She lives in Road.
Okay.
Right, so while they try to get hold of the grandparents to pick the kids up, let's check on Mr. Delightful to see if he's calmed down at all, but more importantly, to check to see if the taser zapped him out of his delusion. Doubtful. I know.
Doubt it.
Yeah. Rarely does.
Right now.
You're both under arrest.
Hey, where'd you dumbass?
They're clear. We have 2 adults in custody.
Two adults is kind of a bit of a stretch.
You dumbass! I'm in the mail showing you dumbasses!
As you can see, he's doing just fine. So let's leave him there to project and get
Yes,
back to
very
the
fine.
Oscar nominee for Worst Actress.
Been tased twice, handcuffed, stuffed in a car. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
You're my kids.
Yeah,
Takes a second.
of course you can, because you did this.
I didn't do anything, but thank you, sir.
I told you 4 or 5 times to stay in your seat. Sweetie, stay in the car. You did not.
Stay in my car, and I stayed in the car. And then you changed your wording to say stay in your seat.
No, you gotta stay in the car, sweetie.
You're gonna change your wording. Make sure you understand what you are saying.
I'm going to 4th grade soon.
Okay.
If my grandma gets arrested for just picking
Actually,
us
the
up
funny thing is my children know their goddamn rights that you're currently violating.
All right. Okay, that's all what court's for.
Yeah, under your UCC.
That's the hardest thing. These
The
poor
Uniform
kids.
Commercial Code
Like,
is
seriously, these poor kids.
Yeah.
Worried their grandma's going to get arrested because they show up because of the crap their parents have put in their head.
Yeah. And then the poor grandparents that are probably just like going, oh my God, this again.
Oh, yeah. Well, we just watched a video earlier today, you and I,
Yeah.
of a officer, part of internal affairs, damn near behaving the same way.
Oh yeah. Asking for favors and all this sort of thing. Well,
Oh, yeah.
we need to add that into one of the shows here.
Yeah, we'll definitely add that in. I think probably next week we'll add that in.
Yeah.
That was a phenomenal video.
Oh yes.
set of regulations that governs commercial transactions and provides a legal contractual framework for doing business across state lines. It has absolutely nothing to do with traffic laws. That belief and your selfish and unhinged behavior is why you're both in this situation. Congratulations, you're an idiot.
I figured out how to get it, but it was just hard because.
You know what? Let's just roll her to the hospital. Okay. Since. Come on.
My grandma wants to talk to an officer.
Why can't you stand up?
She doesn't want to.
There's a point on the ground, baby.
Put her in Iverson's car.
I really am trying. I promise you.
Iverson, watch those kids, please.
I really am trying. I'm not trying to.
We know. We know. You haven't tried to do anything. Comply and everything.
Yeah, you did so good
Nobody
at
wants to see
complying.
it, trust me.
Yes.
Damn right, we saw enough of you when you were on your back. We don't need the misfortune of seeing your backside as well.
Oh.
Well, you know, Bill Cosby got excited.
So this is how you act in front of your kids, huh?
Sir, you're the one that pulled me out.
Yeah, because you point your window. I don't know what you got.
Phone.
Right, so there is another 20 minutes to this video that I will leave a link to that sadly shows how brainwashed the girl is and where the grandparents arrive to collect the children, and they find out the car is getting towed for no registration. And then subsequent videos from the hospital where she milks the experience dry, and then footage from the jail where they were both fingerprinted, and apparently they spent the following week in jail. But I think that's where I'm going to leave this one, guys. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video.
Yeah.
Oh, always great to see a good tasering.
Oh yeah.
So we move on to the next segment of our show. Are they Marine or are they not a Marine? This one here, we're going to have the chat. Put a 1 in chat if they are a Marine, 2 in the chat if they aren't. So let's see what we got here. Oop, we got to scroll all the way down. Chat. Is a Marine or is not a Marine? For those who don't know, this is Adam Driver, played in the Star Wars movie, Kylo, the son of Princess Leia, and oh my God, my favorite character of all time,
Han Solo,
Solo.
played by Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Is a Marine or is not a Marine? Anybody got a guess in chat? Oh, come on, 14 people in chat. Nobody's got a guess. 1 if they are, 2 if they aren't. Max, you are correct. Adam Driver was a Marine, enlisted in 2002, 2.5 years. And what rank do you think he was in the Marines? Come on, Beers. You know this.
What rank? He did
What
2.5 years?
2.5 years.
Well, if he was a grunt, he'd still be a lance corporal. Anything else?
Exactly. He was. He exited the Marines as a lance corporal.
Yep. Not uncommon.
No. Let's see here. Let's make sure we get
For all
rid of
you
that
army guys, that's about equivalent to your E4 mafia.
one. No, you know. Don't hate. Don't hate. Let's see here. Let's go back over here. Whoops. Share screen. Let's go up to the next one here. B. Arthur, which we all know and love from the Golden Girls, is a Marine or is not a Marine? Anybody got a guess? Yeah, exactly. Thane, E4 Mafia. B. Arthur was in fact a Marine. She listed at 20 years old as a driver and later a dispatcher in the Marine Corps. Let's see here. I'll go back over here.
We'll have to give him at least a minute to respawn.
Yeah, you know, the delay.
Yeah. Rumble used to not be as bad, but.
Dr. Ruth.
Ooh.
Is a Marine or is not a Marine? This one actually, I was surprised at the answer.
Well, wasn't she like 4'10"?
Yeah, she was.
That.
Correct, Max Murrah. She was not a Marine. However, Dr. Ruth is actually a trained sniper by the Israeli army, which I found that interesting. But at the same time, a less than 5-foot sniper, kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Imagine the places they can get into.
Women are naturally better shots. They just don't follow up on training like men generally do.
Yeah.
And the Russians are well known for using females as snipers too.
They are. All right, the next one. Willie Nelson. Is a Marine, number 1, or number 2 is not a Marine? This is one of those ones that might surprise.
Yeah. I think he did serve though. Just don't
One in
know
the
if he was
chat
a
if
Marine.
Willie Nelson was a Marine, or 2 if he wasn't. You know, some people just know too much.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to pull up chat. I can't.
Okay.
So, in fact, Willie Nelson was not a Marine. However, Willie Nelson was Air Force. An interesting fact about Willie Nelson and his military service: he did 9 months. He was on a medical discharge. But in 9 months, Willie Nelson managed to be court-martialed 3 times. That's impressive.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
impressive.
Well, who was it? Who's a big Army one? Arlie Murphy. How many times was he court-martialed?
I don't know.
I know that was there was quite a few times there.
Huh. All right, so on to our next one. The one, the
Bob
only,
Ross.
the infamous. Everybody from the 80s and 90s babies knows exactly who he is. Bob Ross.
And you can still find his videos on Twitch also.
In which, actually, if you dig into the Bob Ross history, even after his death, it's rather fascinating because he sold off the rights to his artwork before he died.
His
kids
artwork
are-
or the video?
I'm not sure on the video, but I know the artwork that he made on the show. Actually, I think it is the video and the artwork he lost the rights to. Is a Marine or is not a Marine? Bob Ross.
Thane says not, and Maximira says is.
Well, Bob Ross was not a Marine, although he did serve 20 years in the Air Force Reserves and did a few years in active Air Force. He was a medical records technician.
Oh, okay.
I found that one rather interesting. We're going to go back over here. Here's one that stumps a lot of people, and I actually had to do quite a bit of research to prove whether or not this was true. And I did finally find the answer to it. The next one up is Dan Rather. I'm rather surprised to find out that Dan Rather, there we go, Dan Rather. 1, he was a Marine, or 2, he was not a Marine. We got Thane that says he was a Marine. Anybody else want to take a stab at it? I just got 1 for Thane for was a Marine. Well, this one's rather interesting because although a lot of online places say that he did serve as a Marines, technically he did not. Dan Rather was discharged before he finished boot camp. Therefore, he never earned his globe.
Yep.
So he was never a Marine.
I have a friend that actually made it through graduation, but then got medically discharged and never hit the Fleet Marine Corps. And he is considered a Marine. You have to. Nowadays, it's making it through the Crucible. Back in my day, it was prior to that, and it was just making it through graduation. Gave you the title Marine.
Yeah. Well, moving on to our next one. Mr. Rogers. We all know him. If you're Gen X, you know Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Rogers, Marine or not a Marine? 1 if he was, 2 if he was not. One if Mr. Rogers was a Marine, 2 if he was not.
Come on. Looking this up isn't fair.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of cheaters in this crowd.
Probably.
There was a lot of lore behind this, and there's a lot of internet rumor. But in fact, Mr. Rogers never served a day in the military. But when you look it up, it is absolutely amazing. It's like a fiction is more fun than fact, or I think there's another saying for it, but I can't think of it right now. But people have developed this story that he was a sniper and he fought in a war and everything else. Never a day in his life. Mr. Rogers was never in the military.
But I mean, just his personality. I mean, I heard the stories of him being a SEAL or a Ranger, and
Oh yeah. Oh
after
God, some of
getting
these stories
out,
are crazy.
after getting out, he denounced violence and all that, and that's why he did the show he did. And also heard that he always wore the long sleeve shirts because he was covered with tats from wrist
Yeah,
to
yeah.
shoulder.
In doing the research on it, I found that where no, Mr. Rogers always wore long sleeves because he had the USMC tattoos on his arms. Nope, never happened.
See, I always heard it was like a special forces level type of thing, but
Yeah,
a lot
never
of stories.
happened.
Gene Hackman.
I think this is one that'll surprise a few people. Was Gene Hackman a Marine or not a Marine? 1 if he was, 2 if he was not. Thane says he was a Marine. Anybody else got a guess at it? Well, in fact, Gene Hackman was a Marine. From 1946 until 1951, he served in the U.S. Marine Corps and exited the military at the rank of corporal.
C3, you're wrong.
Oh, C3's never wrong. Come on now.
Which is right.
Now,
C4.
I'm not even sure how many people will recognize who this person is. You got to be kind of old to know who this one is.
C3 should know then.
Captain Kangaroo, infamous TV personality. Was Captain Kangaroo a Marine or not a Marine? 1 if he was, 2 if he was not a Marine. Look at Dane. He quick with the answers tonight.
Yep.
Hey. We don't use such language in this chat. Jesus Christ. No fucker here blocked you. Captain Kangaroo was in fact a Marine enlisted in 1945. Who would have thought that lovable TV personality was a ass-kicking Marine?
My story says he was in the island hopping campaign in the Pacific.
I couldn't find anything that directly connected him to any battles.
Yeah, there's like rumors, kind of like what we talked about before with Mr. Rogers.
And here we have a real-life picture of C3 Metal. Also known as Bozo the Clown. A great TV show through the 60s and 70s, and even into the 80s, I think actually Bozo the Clown went into, based out of Chicago. Bozo the Clown was a Marine or was not a Marine? How fast can Thane search this up? Bozo the Clown.
Searching it up quick, I bet it's Max Mura.
That's probably true. Max seems to think things and they just happen to, pop up in his head. Bozo the Clown was actually a Marine. He actually served in World War II.
See you later, Max.
Going back into more present day actors. Oops. Go back.
We all know how you love clowns, C3.
Rob Riggle, well-known comedic actor, did stand-up comedy for quite a while. I think he still does stand-up comedy from time to time.
Yeah.
Rob
I think
Riggle.
he was coming up at the same time as Joe Rogan, actually.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think he's part of that core group. Rob Riggle was a Marine, number 1, was not a Marine, number 2. Anybody got a guess? No guesses? Rob Riggle was actually a Marine. He enlisted in 1990 in the United States Marine Corps.
2 years prior to me.
Wow, is he that old?
You're funny. No, he does. There's a few videos on YouTube that he goes over his Marine time service, and they're quite funny.
I've never seen those.
Yeah, we'll have to hop on Discord one day and go through all that.
So
I
Ed
just do a
McMahon,
reacts on it.
Ed McMahon, beloved co-host of the Johnny Carson Show, also Publishers Clearinghouse for quite a few years. Was Ed McMahon a Marine or not? Anybody got a guess in there?
He's of the age to do the island hopping campaign. Thane says no.
Maybe. Ed
Anybody
McMahon
else?
was a Marine. And Ed McMahon's history in the Marine Corps is rather interesting. He enlisted in 1944. He was a test pilot and a flight instructor. He also deployed in World War II in the Korean conflict, where he was a spotter. He would fly over Korea and call out targets.
Okay.
I found that interesting.
So he's equivalent of modern day Little Bird.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now this one I think.
So I know, like Vietnam, there's a whole story about a guy that flew a small fixed wing. All he had was minimal rockets and minimal self-defense on the plane, and he would circle and try to find downed pilots. And Gene Hackman was actually in that movie also.
It was Gene. Didn't they Nicolas Cage as well, wasn't it?
No, a guy that looks similar to Nicolas Cage. He looked between Nicolas Cage and Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
Like, yeah, he stomped through the rice paddy.
So here we go with the next one. Shaggy, the musical artist Shaggy. Many great hits if you're a 90s kid. 1, he was a Marine. 2, he was not. Yeah, what are some of Shaggy's songs? Didn't
Was
he
it
do
me?
Wasn't Me? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say he did do
Wasn't Me. Hey, White Rabbit.
Hey, there we go. It's a true celebrity in the house. Anybody else got a vote? Shaggy was a Marine or was not a Marine? Well, here's one for you. Shaggy was a Marine. Shaggy was actually the 10th Marine Regiment. He joined the Marines in April 12th, 1988. He was a field artillery cannon crew member.
Yeah, and I was
the much smaller cannon.
I was mortars, but no, I was literally quarter mile away on Camp Lejeune from him.
So you're saying that your tube is smaller than Shaggy's?
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Next on our list, Drew Carey. Was Drew Carey a Marine? A 1 in the chat if he was, a 2 in the chat if he wasn't. And this one actually surprises me because, you know, Marines don't grow fat, they just grow lethal. Once again, we do want to thank our Marines, this being their 249th birthday. Yeah. Even though they are the Department of the Navy.
So Thane and C3 say he was a Marine.
He was actually a Marine. Drew Carey served from 1980 to 1986. He was a sergeant. He was a field radio operator. He served in the 3rd Battalion, 25th Regiment.
Yeah, and that's the reason he always wears the thick rimmed glasses is because during his era, they were issued glasses known as birth control glasses, BCGs.
Holy crap!
So,
Are you reading my notes? Did you steal my notes, Pierce? You stole my notes.
Yeah.
Because he's actually quoted as saying at one point, "My glasses and my haircut came from my time in the Marines." That's funny.
Yeah. All that,
Which-
the new glasses and all that came out while I was in.
That is all we have tonight for the Marines as we celebrate their birthday on top of watching sunset videos. But I thought a lot of those were interesting. I actually, despite the fact the ones that were Marines that surprised me, I was actually most shocked by the fact that Willie Nelson was in the service, and less shocked by the fact that he had been court-martialed 3 times in 9 months.
It makes sense, though. It makes sense. I mean, oh, geez.
Oh, yeah. And I've actually met Willie Nelson. For those who don't know, I've been a truck driver for a good majority of my life, and there was a truck stop in Texas that Willie Nelson owned when he had this big idea of biodiesel fuel. And he used to hang out at that truck stop quite a bit in his bus. And you used to be able to pull into that truck stop, hang out. This is back in the good old days
Let
of
me
trucking.
guess. It said on the banner thing that showed where they're going, it said Yellow Rose, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, the first concert I ever went to was a Willie Nelson concert, and there's a large hotel complex in the area that me and my mother were out. I was probably 12 at the time, and as we were driving through town by that hotel, that bus was pulling out, big old Yellow Rose of Texas right there on the placard.
Yep. Oh yeah. I've only been to one Willie Nelson concert, and it was at a venue back where I grew up called Pine Knob Theater, which was an amphitheater.
Yep.
And it had the clamshell roof. It was outside venue, had
Yep.
seating, and then it had a hillside that was just steep as all hell. I mean, now I look at that hillside in my 40s and go, Jesus, how did I ever climb that thing? Back then, that was
it's either
it's
either that was a lot steeper when I was a kid, or like, why the hell did I ever do that? It's one or the other. It's not how I remember it.
Oh, it's not. The last time I was there, it's like, man, I don't remember this thing being this steep. But it was bad. But that's where the best seats were. Like Carlos Mencia, when he was a comedian, I watched him play there. Bob Saget, when he's a comedian, I watched him play there. If you've never seen Bob Saget in a comedy show, please do, because it will shock the shit.
And it's totally different than Full House.
Oh,
I mean, geez,
he
he is
literally walked on
raunchy as can
stage.
be.
He walked out. It was a Carlos Mencia, Bob Saget, and I can't remember who the third comedian was. But Bob Saget was an opener for Carlos Mencia, because that's before Carlos Mencia got canceled by the woke crowd.
Yeah.
Bob Saget walked on stage. Everybody cheers. Oh, it's Bob Saget. He walks on stage. The crowd settles down. He grabs the mic and he goes, "I did, in fact, fuck Kimmy Gibbler." And the crowd erupted. Just erupted. It was hilarious. But I remember when the Willie Nelson concert happened. I can't remember who opened for Willie. I really don't remember now. It's been a long time. But Willie Nelson started, and we're sitting in the grass. And as soon as Willie Nelson hit stage, you watched 1,000 lighters light up across this hillside. And I swear to God, you got contact buzz immediately. And there's like literally county sheriffs standing everywhere. And they're just like, what do we do? Arrest everybody? Nothing they can do about it.
Any cop, who would they rather arrest? Someone high on pot or someone that's been drinking?
Yeah, but this was back when they were still really busting people hardcore for that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, now in most states, there's a freaking dispensary on every corner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in Florida. We just, in the last ballot, we had the chance to vote marijuana to be legal for recreational use, and it got voted down, and I'm not surprised. But it doesn't matter because we still have medical grade marijuana. And literally within 15 miles of my house, I can go to 5 different dispensaries if I had a license. And I know
Yeah.
people who do smoke, and they just call people who have a medical license and go, "Hey, will you go pick me this up?"
Yeah.
So at this point, who knows?
Yeah, then I mean, even the laws on transporting it from the dispensary to your house are gray areas.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I know there's a weird thing in Arizona where you have to have a special package to have it in, and it costs like $70 to have this, just the package to put it in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to our second segment video of the night. This is actually 2 videos, but the same guy in 2 different courts. And it is well worth it. So we're going to start off with the first one, and then we'll take a little minute gap in between, and we'll hit the second one. But this is the same sovereign citizen in 2 different courts in the same district.
Except it's not because we're not on YouTube. Okay.
Oh,
Try that
I
again.
think you got too
Good
far
morning.
into it.
14B
Yeah, start back
District
at the
Court
beginning,
is
bud.
now in session.
Huh?
Except it's not because we're not on YouTube. Okay. Let me try that again. Good morning. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Braley presiding.
Oh, hey, by the way, thank you, Old Squishy
And
Gardner,
I
for
need
letting us
you
use your videos. We really do appreciate it.
Great friend of the channel.
Yeah,
at
great
the
friend of the
jail.
channel.
There we go. Can I have your name, please?
For the record, my name is Thomas Stuyvesant II. I'm the natural person of the living man. How we doing today, Miss Braley?
I always love when they use that line. I'm the natural person, the living man.
Upright, if nothing else.
I'm living upon
So.
the land.
Okay. And you said your name is Thomas Styron.
The second.
The second.
And then I'm the natural
That's
person,
funny.
the living man.
We'll have to talk about that one day, C3.
Thank you.
Oh, God, don't get her started. You know how she is. She don't shut up.
I'll make sure you're there.
You. And stamp a hole. Did you?
Yeah, you're right. You can do that.
Okay. So today is the date and
Hey,
time
by
for
like,
an
here's-
arraignment.
pause for a second. By the way, I forgot to mention this. As usual with every show, we do try to sell a picture in order to get a super chat or a rumble rant, as it is currently. This week, because last week, trying to sell a T-Rex Trekking No More calendar was a horrible problem, and it didn't sell. We are going back to our original plan, and we will be selling a Zero Max one-off AI painting, where it is Zero Max holding a. I'm going to let you figure it out on your own. For just a simple $5 Rumble rant, you get to have this photo for your own personal keepsake. And we will get it autographed for you, as we are personal friends of Zero Max and are more than willing to sell his image.
Doesn't matter. But I have a whole lot. Give me just a moment.
It appears C3 Metal is going to supply us with feed pics to sell.
And Mr. Styron, are you being represented by the public defender in this?
I am not. I'm representing myself.
Because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Please.
Never, ever, ever represent yourself. Don't pull the retainer.
Okay, thank you for your patience
Yeah.
there. We had a little bit of a kerfuffle.
No
So,
problem.
Actually
recalling
lived in
case
this
number
county for quite a while.
19S00472, that is the state of Michigan versus Thomas Ulrich Styron, the second, you said. And also calling 24W001025, that is the township of Ypsilanti, also versus Thomas Ulrich Styron. So state your name for the record.
So, for the record, my name is Thomas Styron II. It's not the name you have attached to this case is not me. I believe that's a state created entity, Your Honor. And I'm not, me being a living person, I don't my name is in proper punctuation. I don't have a all caps name, nor
Okay, I'm going to
yeah.
cut you off right there. Okay.
I
So
don't have no, sorry, I don't have no contracts with the state of Michigan at all, period. And so I was wondering about personal jurisdiction, subject matter jurisdiction in regards to this.
okay. And you can continue to wonder about those at the moment. What I am doing, you have a show cause hearing on the matter ending in 472, which is the retail fraud charge. I'm showing a balance of $210 on that. And then what you're being arraigned on, that is what I am here to explain the charge against you, is a citation issued on April 2nd, 2024 at 9:24 in the evening. That charges that you operated a motor vehicle on North Ford Boulevard at or near Russell Street with no license on your person. Do you comprehend the charge against you?
I do not. I don't even own a license. I canceled my license years ago.
Okay. So what you are being charged with is operating a motor vehicle without having a license on your person. So I'm not asking if you agree with this. I'm not asking if you have a license. I'm asking if you understand the words coming out of my mouth as far as what this charge is.
The charge is accused me of not having a driver's license on my person, correct?
Correct.
Well, from my understanding, I need a driver's license if I'm in commerce. I was I was traveling home.
Why do they
I
stick
wasn't
with the
doing business
story?
at
No matter
all.
how many people
And also from my
lose this
understanding,
argument,
I
you still
don't
try it.
need a license to do that.
And your overstanding is incorrect, sir. But we are not going to get into that for now. You are saying that you have understood the words as far as not having a license on your person. It is a misdemeanor charge with a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine with court costs, or both.
So this is under the assumption that you guys have personal jurisdiction and subject matter jurisdiction over me, right?
Well, you're currently in their jail, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have jurisdiction.
So
at this time, the court is going to set a pre-trial date for you. That will be before Judge Washington.
ma'am, can we prove the jurisdiction first before we go ahead with setting a trial for that entity or a pre-trial for that entity? I don't.
For the entity.
Yeah.
As
I
I said,
hear you,
incarcerated in your jail.
and at this point, you
Describe the
are appearing in front of the court. You have put your name on the record, and yes, we are setting a pre-trial date for you.
I did put my name on the record, and my name that I put on the record is not the same name that you have attached to that case.
And you can provide documentation of such at your pre-trial date, which is going to be June 26th.
So the documentation that I have published, recorded in excuse me, sorry. The documentation I have published and recorded on the record, on the state of Michigan record, that says what I just told you, that I'm not who you have, that I'm not the name you have attached to that case, that's I need to bring that with me, is what you're saying? It being already recorded and on the state of Michigan records. Is that
So
good enough?
whatever documentation you have,
Mhm.
bring it with you to your pre-trial date. That is what I am telling you, yes. So
He's so confused.
and again, that court date, June 26th. Okay, will be June 26th at 9 a.m. before Judge Washington. The court will enter a
I know we're
that
having
you are standing mute to all
computer
charges
issues.
at this
As long as you
time.
can hearing us, people, we're gonna have to call it good.
So we're just assuming jurisdiction though, correct?
I'm at only 10% of my output.
Listen, the man's got 2 hamsters working overtime.
From my understanding, that
And
has to be proved before we even proceed with anything else. Am I wrong?
Who was the actor back in
you
the day who got
are
accused of
not
putting a hand,
correct.
you know where?
The
Richard
court will
Gere.
also set a personal recognizance bond in this matter. Basically, you are promising to show up for
Pretty
that
woman
June
actor.
24th court date at
Actor.
9 a.m.
Played a
over
Marine in that
Zoom
movie, didn't he?
before Judge Washington,
No, he played a
where
rich
you will
bastard.
have your pretrial. Okay, so at this point, your hearings are concluded. You are free to stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
So I need to be there under threat, duress, coercion of going to jail.
No, boy, you're going to jail.
Your hearing is concluded, sir. You may stand up and tell the jail that you are finished.
I'm out of here. There is a
Your Honor,
second
for
part to
clarity's
this.
sake, was that June 26th or 24th?
June 26th.
Thank you.
Thank you to Old Squishy Gardner for providing that video.
The best part is there is a second hearing to this under a different judge. It was his very next hearing. But we knew to interrupt this because we do have an unofficial sponsor of the show. This sponsor does not know they're sponsoring us. And we're going to go ahead and promote their products anyway. So please let us introduce you to our unofficial sponsor. Unbeknownst to them, they are our sponsor.
I can't begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider. My mum loves a Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
Thank you very much for Dickens Cider for not sponsoring us because, you know, we love your product. Never had it, but we love the commercial.
Yeah. That has to be one of those New Zealand ones.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Australia, New Zealand. Well, probably New Zealand because Australia doesn't exist. Let's go on to the second part. This is the same defendant in a different courtroom, and it's a courtroom that anybody who watches Law Tube loves. Judge Simpson. Because Judge Simpson don't play. Nope, wrong video, bud.
On September 5th, 2024.
No, wrong video. Did I put the wrong video in the link?
No, you didn't.
Oh, you boomered it. You boomered it.
This
You
one?
legal vices it. No. It's a courtroom. Oh my God. Beers boomered it.
Yeah, I'm fucking it up.
That's all right. Hold on a second here.
I got it here.
I probably boomered it. But we're going to blame Beers because it's more fun that way.
Okay. Simpson's great. Oh, that's what I wanted.
That's what you want.
In that fashion.
In what fashion?
Case People versus Thomas Styron. Here we go.
Mr. Public Defender of Rotella on behalf of Mr. Styron, who's to my left. Well, let's talk to the judge about that. Right?
We've been through this. Seems to be some confusion.
There must be some confusion.
Stated multiple times on the record that I wish to represent myself.
Well, I thought we got rid of that issue the last.
Yeah, I thought so too. I spoke to this gentleman right here and expressed my wish to represent myself as well.
All right. Well, if he doesn't want you, I mean, we'll figure that out in a moment. So, Mr. Styron, we're gonna go through this again. What do we want to do in this case? You understand what you charged with, sir?
So, I understand what the charges are against me, yeah.
Okay, look, you're gonna have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding,
You understand, first of all, that if you do indeed direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back.
Oh,
We'll talk
pissing
about
off
it later.
Simpson is a bad
Take it
idea.
back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
Simpson's not one to mess with. He's gotten used to these soft
No.
sits.
Yeah, he has a system.
Told me she was done. Here what? Oh, they're there. All right. First case of the people versus tyrants. Recall. State your name.
My name is Thomas Styron. Living man.
Mr. Styron, you are before the court. You have elected to represent yourself. I do have to advise you that you have 3 counts against you. The first count is that of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree under the motor vehicle code. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
This is under the assumption that you're compelling me to identify as Thomas York Styron, the legal entity on this case.
I believe that you are. Do you
Oh,
understand
yeah,
the
I've
nature of
seen-
the charge, sir?
I've seen a few of her trials with soft sits following Daryl Brooks. Yeah, she's gotten really
I don't
good.
understand how.
She gotten better with the soft sits after.
Oh,
Brooks.
she's gotten so much
The
better.
name you have on the case and,
Oh, good.
and who I am, it's 2 different people.
I just love Browns.
Oh, I
I
just
have
love Joy
explained
Burrow.
Thomas
Body.
Styron.
Oh
the second.
yeah.
She could pass
Do
judgment
you
on me.
understand that that individual is charged with fleeing and eluding 3rd degree?
So,
Do you understand the
take any
nature of that
punishment she
charge?
had to
You
offer,
just
wouldn't
need to answer my question.
for the
Not
record,
any.
Take him back, and when he decides,
know
he
the
wants to
punishment you
cooperate, we'll
received,
bring
so
him
no.
back. Maybe. I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Simpson don't take no shit.
No, you don't fuck around.
Look at this smile on his face. He's like, I enjoyed that.
Recalls case, people of the state of Michigan versus Thomas Styron II. Styron, you are before the court on a felony complaint that does allege count 1. And I'm going to presume, since you do not want to answer the court's questions, that you understand English and understand what I'm saying. You are before the court on 3 charges. Count 1 is the charge of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree. Under the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code, that is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration or $1,000 fine plus court cost, and would require the Secretary of State to suspend your license for up to 1 year upon conviction. Count 2 is assaulting, resisting, and obstructing a police officer. That is a felony or high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years incarceration and or a $2,000 fine plus court cost. Count 3 is a misdemeanor offense of operating with a license suspended, denied, and or revoked. That is a misdemeanor as indicated, punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court cost. Your vehicle could be subject to immobilization. Since you refused previously to answer my acknowledgement as to whether you understand that, I will assume that you understand what you're charged with. You are also entitled.
How come I have a feeling court costs are more than the fine here?
Oh, for sure.
To be represented by counsel at this and all subsequent proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney would be provided at public expense to represent you in this matter. You are entitled, as indicated, to be represented at this proceeding, all subsequent proceedings, including your preliminary examination, and if the matter were to proceed by trial, you would be entitled to counsel. It is, as we have gone through previous proceedings, the court's understanding that you do not wish to be represented by counsel, and that this matter will then proceed forth with you representing yourself. I have to advise you that in representing yourself, the court will make the presumption that you understand the Michigan court rules, those regarding both procedure and those regarding evidence. The court will not be providing any legal assistance to you during the course of those proceedings, and will hold you to the same standards that I would hold an attorney representing or practicing before this court. So, with all of that, and with the court's understanding that you do not want to be represented by counsel, I will set this matter for its next proceeding.
You understand I'm the beneficiary, not the trustee, right?
That will be the preliminary examination. I will set the preliminary examination. Has discovery been provided to the defendant?
Your Honor, he was previously represented by the public defender. I don't know if he turned over the paperwork to him.
You know, funny thing, C3 Metal.
Does
Ever
anybody from the
since
public defender's office?
one hit pause. Ever since Chili got out of jail, he's been super quiet.
Yes, he has.
I find it rather comical that with all the crap he talked about during his hearings, and the fact that he did get the original conviction overturned.
One of the three, was it?
Yeah, one
I think
of the
it was
three,
only one
'cause
of the three.
It was the first one he got convicted on. He got overturned, and there were still
Yeah.
two more. And it's been very quiet on the other two. But I'm rather surprised because I honestly thought when he got out of jail, he would start running his mouth right away.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do a search, and we may do a history on Chili one day. I
Yeah, I'm
think
not
that would be a
against it.
good show. That'd
be
be
a
a
great
longer show, but it'd be a good show.
It would be a good show.
Office know whether or not the defendant has been provided discovery. Mr. Odetella. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your Honor, we have the discovery. I have not been able to share that discovery with Mr. Steyer, and I tried to speak with him and go over it, but I'd be happy to turn that over to him at first available.
All right, if you would either turn that over to the court officer so that they can provide that to Mr.
That'd be a
Stebbins so that
great
he
show
has
to
the
have Sean
discovery. If
on.
you could do that today, I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about having Sean on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Setting the preliminary examination. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The people would have their witnesses available June 11th. Set this matter for preliminary examination in person, June 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before me. Defendant, as he was leaving the courtroom the last time, the court did find the defendant in contempt, sentenced him to 30 days. The defendant will serve that sentence. The court will sign the judgment of sentence regarding the contempt.
I don't understand.
C3, can you send us a link on that? Anything on Chili would be great.
Our Nevada
how that's
courts
possible.
or Nevada courts, they typically have the updates on him.
Well, like I said, I'm
So
a living
first of
man,
all,
I'm a
watch your
beneficiary. You're
language.
treating me as if I'm the trustee, or I don't want to partake in any trust fraud or anything like that. Is this a QVA trust matter involved in this? Is my social security number attached to this at all? We'll figure.
Styron, or whoever you wish to be addressed
Appreciate
as,
that.
I suggest that you watch yourself because there's going to be
I'd
more
almost feel
time
bad
coming.
selling your
Keep
feet
it up.
pics, but
Your
You're
You will
just
learn,
insistent
you
we
will
do.
learn how to conduct yourself appropriately in these proceedings in this courtroom and before me. You will not in any manner whatsoever
You're trying to
disrespect
compel me to be somebody I'm not.
or this institution.
You have no evidence
It will not
to prove that
happen.
I'm who you say I
You
am.
will not talk to me in that fashion.
In what fashion? I'm not the one being unethical.
Very good. You'll serve the 30 days. We'll see.
Ooh,
Okay,
accusing a
26,
judge of being
bond continued.
unethical, you better have your P's and Q's in a line.
Yeah. And being a sob sit is not a way to do it.
Yeah. What was Judge Glanville? Oh, geez, yeah, in the Young Thugs
Oh,
trial.
YSL. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some big developments in that trial.
Yeah, there has been.
It turns out one of the defense attorneys married
Who
one of
wants
the
to go?
witnesses.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Not even joking you. Kayla Bumpus, who was a fill-in attorney because the attorney for the witness was on vacation. Turns out she married not a witness, a defendant in the trial. And she tried to hide the marriage by having it done in Harris County, Texas. Which they, of course, that case, the YSL case, for those that don't know, is in Atlanta, Georgia. He married one of the defendants in Harris County, Texas, and didn't think anybody would find out. Nick Starro uncovered it. Nick Starro, really awesome streamer, even for a
yes.
Swedish guy.
Yeah.
Because, the Swedish, they're kind of weird.
And they're freakishly tall and all that stuff.
Yeah, Plus, the guy wears a Buc-ee's onesie. Kind of odd. Just saying, I know
That's like
Buc-ee's.
that's
I love
one
Buc-ee's.
step away from furry.
Yeah, well, let's not bring Ryu into the conversation.
Well, I know a person that wears a Murloc onesie, so
Oh, do tell. Come
No.
on, who is it? It's C3 Metal, isn't it?
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. Now we know. Now we know. I tell you, these sauces, they kill me. The whole right to drive thing, which if you actually look at the law, yeah, you have the right to travel, but it doesn't say you have the right to drive.
Yeah.
But they do it all the time. When I was doing the research on the soft sits, which I follow soft sits all the way from Artie's Corporate Fiction to back when Law Talk with Mike was just a beginner. One of his Law Talk with Mike in the very beginning actually tried to do law, and then he realized he was too dorky to do law. So he started covering South Sits. That's really where he got his takeoff. And
Yeah,
I started
and
watching his South Sit videos, and I was like, these guys are nuts.
Yeah, they are. And we haven't even gone over the nuttier ones. I mean,
Oh God, no. Well, I live in Florida.
I mean, yeah.
Which is the capital of sovereign citizens. I don't know why. Florida man reigns, I guess. I'll take that hate. But we have so many subsets in Florida, it's insane. And like the license plates we showed earlier, they'll actually use those and think they're not going to get pulled over. Blows my mind. So we moved on to another in-between segment. And the light of this week, we have the Marine's birthday. Kudos to you, Beers, former Marine. I'm sorry, not
Marine.
former Marine. Once you're a Marine, you're always a Marine, even if you're kind of old and gray and grunt when you stand up.
Hey, you have more gray than me.
Well,
I may be older, but you have more gray.
It's because I choose not to color mine. Not saying you color yours. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying, I think C3 Metal would agree. She may be biased, though.
Yeah, might be.
But one of the greatest things that came out of this week was liberal meltdowns.
Oh, jeez.
And it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you stand on. We could all laugh at somebody who just goes over the top. And there's a lot of people who went over the top.
Yes.
So we're going to highlight a few of these of people who just went over the top.
Women who can divorce their husbands, I'm going to need you to do it today. And who can't divorce their husbands, Look up aqua tofana. I didn't say to do anything with it. I just said to look it up. Women who can divorce their husbands, I'm gonna need you to do it today. And who can't divorce their husband, look up aqua tofana.
So those who don't know, aqua tofana dates back to the mid 1800s. It was a poison developed by a queen, not a queen, but a husband of a king, to poison her husband. Yeah, that's where we're at with that. Oh, we've got a few more. Let's see here. This is a great one.
Well, it's happening. The family wants to know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to be here with my dogs and my daughter, who is of childbearing age and now has to get an IUD at 17 years old. And I'm going to be here with my son, who is a political target. And that should really tell you all you need to know about why I'm not going to be hanging out with y'all for the holidays. So fuck off. Choke on your turkey. Bye.
Now, the funniest thing about that to me is my 17-year-old daughter who now has to get the IUD. So her other option was getting an abortion? Like, I don't get the math. I just don't get the math. I got more.
There's always more.
Oh, this one here. Listen, I understand you're a Marine. I understand that you are a lethal weapon. I understand that you can kill a man just by looking at him. But Beers, you need to live in fear because this man exists.
Fuck with Trump. Fuck with Trump. Fuck Trump. Kamikaze. Hey, squad. Now it done fucked her up.
That's why Marines can shoot. Actually, I think you watched it with me earlier today. There was actually a government investigation during the Second Battle of Fallujah because the Marines were taking so many headshots.
Yeah, actually, just today I saw a video on that. That
Yeah.
there was actually a military investigation of the fact that so many people were getting shot in the head in Fallujah that the military went, we think they're doing it execution style.
Yeah.
And then they actually investigated and went, oh, damn, we trained them a little too well.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is another great one. And this is on the other side of the aisle.
Hope your day gets better. Positive energy. Oh. Hope your day gets better.
All right, I found that one pretty funny.
Oh, that's a great one.
Well, we actually have a friend who had to go out and collect political signs, and they couldn't go by themselves. They had to go out in pairs. Just blows my mind. Like, at what point did this country go that, hey, we had an election, one person lost, one person won. End of story. I don't remember this. I mean, mind you, we're old.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it being this way in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s.
No, it wasn't. And
But
I don't know. I
you know,
personally kind of look back at the 90s as kind of a idealistic time because it was like supposedly racism was almost cured. At least everyone from when I was in high school and early 20s was like, race doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. And now it's, orange man bad, you're Nazi, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. That's one thing that I've screened 1,000 times over. I have friends who are Republican. I have friends who are Democrat, and I can have a discussion with either one without getting angry.
Yeah.
Let's go back to a day when we could have a discussion and go, you know what? That's your opinion, and I respect it.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't
that
share your
simple.
opinion, but I still respect it. I mean, you and I both have a friend who we don't agree with the political stance, but at the same time, if someone came after that friend, oh, they get the two of us.
Oh yeah, most
And
definitely.
nobody wants the two of us.
No, 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 no. No.
All right, let's see. We got another one here. How upset do you have to be for that? That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. What?
She
My
is
question
horribly
is,
upset.
why are you putting yourself online in an emotional state?
Oh, putting yourself online in an emotional state. Well, I have just a video for you.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. I have dug deep into the depth of the internet. Well, that's not true. I just went on Lives of TikTok. But I have
They
this
do
one
work
for you.
Yeah.
Someone who is so horrified, so disturbed, so distraught that this is what they had to post on the internet.
He cheated! There was fraud! There was fraud!
I mean, really? Really?
Yeah.
How
I mean,
unhinged
the
are
only
you?
thing that could make that better is if he had a penis drawn on his forehead.
And one last one to show.
As one of the leaders of this movement, I have been messaged so many times to come up with a solution, a more permanent solution than blue bracelets and safety pins, so that like when we're in the pickup line at school, we know how to identify each other. And some people suggested a tattoo, so I did go get my tattoo. I suggest everybody get this so that like when you're in the pickup line at school and you need to know what parents you can talk to, you just have to go like this.
I love that one because she found humor in it.
Yeah, that's
That woman found humor in it. And I do appreciate that.
and could you draw a swastika out of that?
Well, yeah, you could. But she was doing a parody on the fact that
Yeah.
the extreme leftist thinks this
Yeah.
is the end of the world.
The
Which
thing
blows my
is,
mind.
it's the extremes on either side are the bad thing.
Oh, absolutely. Because there are extreme rights. Absolutely. Just stop. Listen, the world goes on. Every 4 years, we get another president.
Yep.
Once in a while, we get them for 8 years. When you look at the reality of the facts, he didn't kill anybody the last time. I don't think he's going to kill anybody this time.
Yep. I mean,
So we've got another video for you. The last video of the night. Another subset. Another great subset. This one is hilarious. You got it pulled up there, Beers?
I'm working on it.
I'm sorry, but my partner in crime
Yeah,
here, he's ancient.
Yeah, you know.
He has a hard time.
I'm on my third, so be nice.
Well, don't say that, C3 Lotto, because I do actually have an extra video pulled up if Beers can stay up late enough. But he had dinner at 4:00. So well, I do know that he did receive a fresh pack of crayons last Saturday.
Yes, I did. And what do you
All
call
right.
that thing they came in?
Baldo?
No.
Oh, you did get a Baldo?
No.
No.
Those are hard to find now. Company went out of business, because someone had a court case.
May have been their sponsorship.
Or being a part owner.
Oh God. Oh, that's a
Yes,
whole nother
Zane, you got it
episode.
right. The sporin. That's what it is.
We almost need to do an episode on that.
Oh, geez, yeah.
All right, let's roll.
On September 15th, 2022, officers from the Broward County Sheriff's Department in Fort Lauderdale
Of course,
spotted a
Broward
sedan
County.
with very dark tinted windows
Good old
and an
Florida.
illegal license plate. Initially, the vehicle didn't stop before finally pulling over. Unknown to officers, the driver would claim to be a sovereign citizen and proceed to
Megan.
yell and spout a novel's worth of misinformation.
Do you see that?
Do I see what?
That's an assault pistol.
Oh, he does have an extended bag, doesn't he? Oh, wow.
Extended. And what's the red dot sight?
ACOG.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's an assault pistol. I think he has a flashlight there.
He does. It's either flashlight or red dot, one or the other.
Yeah, laser. You know what the Marine Corps calls someone that has a flashlight or a light on the bottom of their weapon like that?
A better shot?
A target.
Oh.
You just shoot at the fucking light.
Fair.
To officers, the driver would claim to be a sovereign citizen and proceed to yell and spout a novel's worth of misinformation and legal-sounding snake oil, and that's just the beginning. Let's see how his TikTok legal degree serves him.
Lower all your windows, please. Lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Lower all your windows all the way down.
See, that's a perfect
What is this?
excuse not to have tint on your vehicle.
We're at Belleville Park. I don't have an exact address on a green Ford four-door. No Florida tag, and driver's uncooperative. We got a couple minutes. Lower all your windows! I can't see. It's too dark. Driver, lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. Hold on.
I get the gloves on.
You have the window breaker? Yep.
Surprised he doesn't have
You got a
polymer
shield?
knuckles.
Yeah, no, I don't have a shield. We need a shield.
This is the Department of Sheriff Gregory Tony. Gregory Tony is another one of those guys, not quite as famous as Grady or Carmichael, but pretty close. He loves
Grady's the one that has his own YouTube channel and goes on there and proclaims all the crap he does, but they can't afford it.
Well, Grady was just actually recently asked in a press conference, why do your officers not have body cameras? Well, they're too expensive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's more than willing to use social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube to spin the narrative whatever way he wants.
The thing is police departments say a $500 camera is too much for their officers, but they require their officers to go purchase their own $7,000 to $12,000 Glock.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's most sheriff departments.
Because most departments only offer a stab vest. They do not offer a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. But you realize you can stab through a bulletproof vest.
Oh, yes, you can.
They are not the same thing.
Driver, this is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Please lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. His window's cracked. It's cracked. But I can't see inside. Yep. Driver, lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. Place your hands out the windows. Put your hands out.
Okay, my question is, I generally drive older vehicles because I don't want all the electronic crap. I mean, the vehicle I have now, I can lower all the windows, but the vehicle prior was literally handled
Mhm.
to roll down the window. How am I supposed to roll down all the fucking windows?
Yeah, well, you know, most people don't drive vehicles that old anymore.
Shit. I'm a fossil. I'd
I
drive something
agree.
from 1979 if it was new.
You know what? I'm not one to disagree with someone when they say something that's factual, and you are in fact a fossil. I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
Yeah, I drove myself right into that one, didn't I?
You did. Both barn doors open.
Yep.
Out the window. Both hands. Both hands. Keep both hands out the window. No, not without his hands.
Put your hands out the window so we can approach and talk to you. Put both your hands out the window so we can come and talk to you. Keep your hands out. Keep your hands out. Come out.
Keep your hands up.
Okay, go back.
Good. Hey, if you can get front windshield as soon as you can. Yeah, I'm gonna smash the window. I got it in my pocket. But someone needs to. Someone. Not a good idea. Put your hands out the window.
I got just a weird question. If a retail employee, a cashier, had a body camera and they were talking like these officers, would they get in trouble?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, and these officers make 3 to 5 times more. I mean, why can't they have some professionalism about it?
Well, yeah, like Bennington here, it's because the windows are tinted really dark. those windows are tinted well beyond legal in Florida, and I live in Florida. Every window on every single vehicle I own is tinted. That's well beyond legal tint. I don't fault the officers for being hesitant to close up on a vehicle that dark, but at the same time, what we're at ask nicely counter of 12. Lower the window, stick your hands out. It's a felony stop at this point.
Yeah.
You're gonna stop sit with a bullshit plate.
Yeah. I mean, I get pulled over and I haven't in 5 years. I literally keep my hands on the top of the steering wheel. I mean,
Yeah. Don't your plates say speak loudly, senior citizen?
something like that.
Okay. I thought so.
No. This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Listen, we just want to talk to you.
We can't talk like this. Yeah, do you have guns on you? You do or you don't? Yeah, we don't know that. Exactly. So keep your hands out so we can come talk to you. We're going to be here all day. We're going to smash your windows if you don't comply.
Yes.
That actually depends on the
Listen,
retail
lower
company.
your windows and put your hands out the windows for me. Lower your windows. I understand what you're saying. I need you to comply with my commands. Lower all your windows. All right, now put your hands out the window. Put your hands out the windows. Both hands. And keep them out the window. Both hands.
Now, I have a weird question, a strange thought that came up in my head. Couldn't they throw a beanbag round through the back window?
All we do is crack it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. I will show you yours once I make contact with you.
I'll show you yours if you show me yours.
Listen, you need to comply with my
Show you yours
commands.
if you show you mine.
You're not complying. That's why the gun's out. Yes, you do. Okay. Put your hands out the window.
It's for your safety and our safety. Just keep your hands out. You make sure you don't have guns. Yeah, I don't know that. How do I believe you?
Deputies realized that this sovereign citizen has every intent to be as difficult as possible, and they began to form a plan to extricate the suspect.
Someone needs to get lethal coverage. Again, I'll smash the window and we'll try to yank him out. Place your hands out the window.
Operating procedures.
Listen, I don't want to mess up your car, but if you don't listen, we're going to have to break all your windows. I don't want to do that.
No, you only had to break 2.
No, but they're gonna throw the threat out there.
Hey, wait. Lucy can get an eye. Lucy, hey, verify his hands are on the steering wheel. All right, that didn't work. You can't see. Can you just keep them there for us, please?
So more officers so far.
Just want to make sure you don't have guns.
Stop. Don't reach anywhere.
I'm not letting you open my conveyance.
Sovereign citizens often use terms like traveling,
I'm not letting
conveyance,
you
and
in my
foreign national
conveyance.
to form a pseudo-legal argument that they do not need a license to travel and are somehow not subject to laws requiring a driver's license to operate a vehicle. But he'd soon find out just how far his legal arguments would get him.
Very far.
I'm not letting you open my conveyance.
Okay.
Who are you?
This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Listen,
Look at
do
how
you have your
you're
license with you? Do you
Bro,
have your license
I've been
with you?
yelling at you on
I'm
a
a foreign
speakerphone for how long?
Are you?
He was not.
Okay, are you able to unlock your door for me, please?
I'm not unlocking my door.
Is this your
I fear for my
information?
life. Look at
Sovereign citizens will also oftentimes create their own identification, including licenses, birth certificates, and passports. Some sovereign citizens have even gone so far as to print their own currency. Several details indicate that the suspect is affiliated with the Moorish Sovereign Citizen Movement, which combines aspects of the Moorish Science Temple of America and the broader sovereign citizen movement. Moorish sovereign citizens have been known to engage in a wide range of scams and criminal activity, such as selling forged documents, tax fraud, and house squatting.
and you are being recorded.
Okay.
I fear for my life.
Okay.
I fear for my life right now. The law is on my conveyance.
Okay. You're being stopped because your tag is not
Well,
a
the
valid
law's on
sort of
your
license
conveyance,
plate.
all right.
I'm not
They gotta
operating
go
in
under.
commerce. I'm a foreign national. I gave you my identification.
Your name's not in it.
I gave you my identification. You want my information?
Do you have a license?
You want my information?
Do you have a license issued in
the
any
law
of
is
the
right
50
on my
states in the United
conveyance.
States?
Something that has your name on it. Your
I
name on it.
just gave
I
you
didn't
my
see your name in it.
identification that has my name on it. It has my appellation on it.
There's no name in here.
Appellation.
It's a, the one I
Never heard that
You're in the wrong state for appellation.
Listen, you need to unlock this
North
door. We're gonna break
Carolina,
this window.
Virginia, maybe Tennessee.
You need to unlock this door, or we're going to break
I'm
this
giving
window.
you my information.
I'm going to tell you one more time.
None of that information is valid.
You're violating
I'm
international law
going to tell
right
you
now.
one more
You're
time.
violating
I'm
international
telling
law,
you,
man.
this is the last time I'm going to tell you.
You're
Unlock
violating
the door, we're going to break the window.
You're violating international law.
Listen, unlock the door. This is your last chance. This is your last chance to unlock the door.
I'm giving you my
I know.
information.
I
man.
understand. Listen, we need a license or some sort of state
I'm
ID.
not operating in commerce for you to give you a license. I'm not operating in
That's
commerce.
what kills me.
Okay,
Is
do you
they
have a
think the
passport?
commercial
This is for
commerce
commercial
matters.
Do you have a passport?
Yeah. No, that makes no sense.
It just, but they always use that argument every single time.
Like I said earlier in the stream, it was the only thing I've seen close to it's being using a big rig is for personal use.
No, still, you're still
That-
operating a commercial motor vehicle.
Eh. I mean, I
That-
think you
that's
might
one I have a
still have to
lot
have
of
a
knowledge in.
CDL, but
Well,
you're not.
see, in order to drive even just a tractor without a trailer, and I'm speaking because I am a CDL driver.
Yes.
You have to have the Class A classification on your license, even to drive just a tractor, because
Yeah.
it's the brakes that matter.
Yeah,
If it
it's
has
the
air brakes, it
air
requires.
brake. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to have the CDL to drive a school bus, CDL to drive a garbage truck, because they're
Yeah.
all air brake systems.
Well, no, a garbage truck falls under Class B
Oh, does it?
because, it's not articulated. So where the tractor and the trailer meet is an articulation because it
Okay.
swings. So you require a Class A. If it's just a single frame that doesn't articulate, then you can get away with a Class B license, which gives you
So
air
is
brake
school
certified.
bus Class B?
Yes.
Okay.
A school bus is Class B with passenger endorsement.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that. The
It
only
gets
thing that
funky
I
when you get
know,
into
no,
this.
the only thing that I know that is more complicated than your CDLs is hunting licenses.
Oh God. And every state's different. I mean, I've lived in 4 different states in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And the hunting laws between 4 different states, Michigan,
Oh.
Louisiana, Tennessee, and Florida, are far different.
Oh yeah, like you go down south, you can hunt deer with a shotgun. Here, not a dream. Anything less than you're
See,
safe
that's
hunting
interesting.
anything with a 300 here, but
I did
less
know that
you
because, like
got
in
different
Michigan has bow and arrow season,
Yeah.
crossbow season, shotgun season, and rifle season, all for deer.
Let's see. Yeah, for deer here are larger.
You see that?
So,
T-Rex said I was right.
eh,
I know it doesn't carry much weight.
T-Rex is a questionable source, you know.
Listen, I don't understand why you would say that. Because everybody knows T-Rex trucking and more. That's where it's at.
I don't have a passport. I have an international identification I just gave you.
Issued under who?
The 1508 states that's a lawful identification document.
States.
All right. One more chance.
I don't want to break the window.
Step out. Step out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car. Let's go. Put your hands behind your back.
Yo.
Your hand. Your other hand. Your other hand. Give us your other hand.
Was that so hard? Why do we have to go through that, bro? You could have easily just
Comply. Could have just given us your information and that's it.
none of this would have happened.
Take notice of the fake license plate, the reason the suspect was pulled over to begin with. It would be just the tip of the iceberg compared to what the officers would find next.
Who's got bets they find drugs?
Fact check. Creating a bunch of fake flags does not give you diplomatic immunity.
Smells like 57 in the car.
Oh yeah,
Smells like
there
weed
we
in the
go.
car, and he's got a badge in there. I don't know what that is.
God damn, that's Officer Dunlop.
Are physical standards in that department?
They're pretty low, evidently.
Yeah.
God bless that belt, because it's doing a miracle.
T-Rex, that does not surprise me. Can anyone in Ohio shoot over 200 meters?
anyone in Ohio not related to 2 or more relatives?
You said badge? Yeah, it's badge. Where? Let me see. That's a deputy badge.
Article 3 Consular Court. Nice.
I wish we could
Yeah.
get a good
He's a
picture
US
of that
I found.
document.
And even if it's not, it's still gotta follow our rules. Yeah. Weird how that works. And Monday, just go ahead and kill it just in case the engine starts to be a problem. Yeah.
Look
The
at
window
that.
document merely consisted of a declaration of sovereignty and a bunch of quotes from court cases taken out of context. In summary, it's comparable to a legal argument written by a third grader, and not a very bright one at that.
Where's that badge go?
Yeah, look at the back of that guy's body armor. And it's about as thick as a box of donuts. You know that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Come on, Bowie. Great Seal. But he uses American money. This is, he plays the lottery. Laptops here? The cars?
The suspect was arrested, and a records check revealed that he had outstanding warrants and a suspended Florida driver's license. Once in custody, he threatened to put a lien on the deputies' properties and freeze all of their
course
assets.
he did.
He faces 10 counts with half of them for threatening a public servant, and his bond was set at $1,150. Despite all of the suspect's legal ramblings and artistic expressions of national sovereignty, the suspect chose not to test his legal theories before a jury of his peers. Instead, he pled guilty to the charges. He has since been rearrested twice for misdemeanors,
You don't even have the
indicating
balls
that his
to
sense of entitlement and ignorance of actual law has not abated. Subscribe to our channel because we plan on having even more videos
That tells
involving
you a lawyer
increasingly
got through to
creative
him and
and
went,
dumb
"Hey,
sovereign
stupid, shut up."
citizens.
Well, Darrell Brooks was, I mean, what did he get? Like 1,000 years?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it was ridiculous. Plus, he had the
I mean,
trial
he
for
had
intimidating
nothing to
the girlfriend.
lose
No, he
doing
was
his
done for.
shit. Yeah.
Would actually be worth going back and doing a highlight show of that.
Yeah.
Because God, the box sport. Oh my God, the box
Oh,
sport. That was one of the best part of that trial.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well,
And
you know,
that,
these sovereign citizens, they kill me because there were sovereign citizens. There was one video that almost made the cut that the Sov shows up in court, and then a prosecutor pulls him to the side and goes, "Hey, listen, stop being stupid. Like, you know, I'll work with you. Just stop being an idiot." No, if I don't get my way, I'm going to put a lien on the judge's house. And in my research, they will actually put liens on people's houses under false claim. That takes people months, if not years, to fight.
oh, yeah. Yeah.
To get a
I mean,
lien dismissed.
mechanics
That's
do it all
false.
the time.
Yeah, true. Very true. But hey, we got a lot of people to thank. You know, this is our 3rd episode. We really do appreciate all y'all coming in here, watching us be stupid, watching this dumpster fire of a stream.
Oh, yes.
We really do. We've got, you know, our sponsor, Dick Insider, our unknown sponsor. That's some really great stuff for us. We really appreciate y'all. We've got Zero Max. Zero Max created the music that you hear at our intro and our outro video. We really do appreciate you, Zero. We're really sorry that we couldn't sell your AI picture.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great picture, but.
We have Ryu, the world's sports station. We really appreciate you. He helps us produce this. Helps us pull together the clips. Phenomenal friend. We really, really love you.
Oh, yes.
Wilhelmer Media. He did the video that goes to our intro and our outro. He also did our police chase video, which eventually maybe somebody's going to be dumb enough to run from the cops during our broadcast, and we'll go to a live police chase.
Most definitely.
OSG, Old Squishy Gardner, he did supply a lot of the every court clip we had tonight came from Old Squishy Gardner channel. We really appreciate you. And but as always, our email is aholtzreact@gmail.com. If there's something you want to see on the show, you have an idea for the show, you want to call on, send us an email, tell us we're just horrible dickheads and we don't belong on the internet, you can reach us at aholtzreact@gmail.
Please, the hate mail will make a great episode.
They really will. We would appreciate it. C3 Metal, there's your outlet. Just email us there. We do appreciate that. And with that, hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're out.
Good night.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Why did she make that look hot?
The truth, we take it higher. Watch the pins, we tear them apart. You step out of line, we hit you hard. I think they run the show. Push your power where they shouldn't go. We come out, spit on that thing. Respect the law or dig your own grave. We write what we think, we speak the truth. Chase it down, we bring the proof. React, draw, no filter here. Beer and whiskey, we shift the gears. Chase the beer, chase the flame.